Hello and welcome to a new episode of Trains App, and the first one for 2018. And we are at Stafford, situated on the West Coast Mainline, where you'll be seeing services from London Northwestern Railway, Virgin Trains, cross country, and with any luck, some freight as well. As you can see over there, that is the former central post office platforms that realistically aren't used anymore. Used to see a fair amount of traffic when the station was first opened. It's obviously the travelling post office was all the rage, and it's slowly been taken over by use of road and air traffic. So it's slowly falling apart, but I'm sure in many years to come they will find greater use for it. A small brief history on Stafford Station. A greater in-depth one will be found in the description below. The station was originally opened in 1837 on July the 4th by the Grand Junction Railway. Now obviously the Grand Junction Railway was a company that started off way before the likes of the Big Four, and the West Coast Mainline was actually built in stages. So it wasn't the route that we all come and know today. It was all done in stages and then eventually sort of amalgamated into one massive route. Last year it saw 2.3 million passengers passing through. This doesn't sound like an awful lot, but this is the second busiest station in the Staffordshire area. It's been rebuilt twice, once in 1844, then only in 1862, so it's seen a fair amount of change, and the current layout that we come and know today has been around since 1962, so it's gone through a fair amount of changes. There is 350-121 that'll be working a London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. There we are. The 1210 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street. And obviously as this video progresses, I'll let you guys know all the ins and outs of future proposed services for London Northwestern and obviously everybody else. So right, as I said, there's a greater historical description that can be found behind. I'm going to stick at this camera angle as we have 350-101 for London Northwestern Railway coming in with a service bound for Liverpool Lime Street. So as she comes in, I shall get myself more comfortable, get myself all set up, and then we shall crack on. Okay, well now I've got myself all set up and we'll be able to track all the incomings and outgoings. As some of you may be aware, Stafford went under a massive re-signalling scheme a few years ago to essentially give every platform bimodal running. So it means that you can come in on the up fast, down slow, west bicycle, jump Jupiter to Mars, wherever you want to go. Essentially you can go backwards and forwards on any of these platforms unhindered, as the signals allow you to do that. Whereas previously, if you came in, say on platform 5 going towards Birmingham, then you'd have to stay in that direction. You couldn't do the about, turn and bugger off. That's now been rectified, so if any driver training comes in on platform 4 from Crewe, it can then turn around immediately and go back up to Crewe. So anyway, here goes 350-121 with the 1210 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street, as the 1210 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street also departs behind me. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a Virgin Trains 2-1 Super Voyager from Chester to London Euston, and it's got a sister with her. (221-104) and 221-115. Alright, then the next train to appear is another Virgin Trains 221 Super Voyager. This is working the Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston service going via Birmingham New Street. It's another pair of 221s. My, they're kept busy today. Although this does sort of beg the question, why would you not have a 390 on this particular run, seeing as the stretch from Edinburgh to London is completely electrified, so she is running, as they say, under the wires. Two 221-110 and 221-117, and a wave from the driver as well. Thank you very much. Okay, the next train to arrive is the 12:25 cross-country service from Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth. It is worked by one of their standard Voyagers, one of the 220 units. It's going to get quite busy soon, because the 12:26 to Manchester Piccadilly should be arriving soon. The 12:23 to Liverpool Lime Street will be arriving. And then at 12:30 there will be a London Euston to Chester service thundering past, and a Mount Sorrel to Carlisle North Yard service that's running roughly 35 minutes late. So yes, it's all hands on deck. Okay, and down in the distance is the 12:23 Virgin Train service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. Slowly snaking away in. This is one of the 11 car sets. Any minute now. There she is. It's 390-118. Virgin Princess. Sorry, it's the 12:24, not 12:23. I was a minute out. How dare I? Okay, it looks like both services are getting ready to depart with their respective services. The 12:25 cross-country service to Bournemouth and the 12:24 Virgin Train service to Liverpool Lime Street. After this will be the 12:28 cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly. Then it should be the London Euston to Chester service, and then it should be the Mount Sorrel to Carlisle North Yard. In theory. (220.034). And do the about turn. There she goes, in all her splendour. All you can hear in the background is that 390 just wailing. It's quite an eerie sound, really. But at the same time, almost relaxing to listen to. Okay, the next train to up is the 12:28 cross-country Super Voyager service from Bournemouth to Manchester Piccadilly. And in the background is the London Euston to Chester bound Virgin Trains Super Voyager service. Here we have 221127. Alright then, and here comes said London Euston to Chester Virgin Trains 221 Super Voyager service. Chasing 39118. It's 221106. Okay, we've got a pendulum coming through that I wasn't expecting to see. (39136). She must be running late or something because I wasn't expecting to see her coming through. Oh well, there we are, kept you on my toes. Proves I'm actually alert and I'm looking at everything. Okay, well it appears that our Mount Sorrel train is being held as now in comes the 12:35 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. The plan is to extend one of the half-hourly services to Preston and then have the London Euston to Crewe service go from London Euston to Preston as well. Here is 35250. What this does mean is that the Stoke-on-Trent will lose its direct London service. There'll still be the Virgin Trains one on the go though. What it does mean, if you want to catch the slower commuter one, which is obviously the cheaper version, you have to go via Birmingham New Street or go via Northampton, as there's plans to introduce a half-hourly service from Northampton to Crewe. And the London Euston to Crewe will be London Euston to Preston, and they're planning on extending the Liverpool to Birmingham services from Liverpool to Birmingham International. There's plenty of cards on the table that they're prepared to throw down, so we shall see what happens. The plan is that the Trans-Pennine 350s, the 354s, well, supposedly anyway, the plan is for those 10 sets to be used on the London to Preston services because they have almost an intercity style-esque setup to them. So we shall see in regards to that one. Well, that's the current plan of action. Virgin Trains haven't got any plans to alter any of their services. As we know, Blackpool, the line to Blackpool is currently closed, pending the electrification. What this does mean is that Alliance Rail are planning to introduce services running ex-Virgin Trains East Coast 225 sets to do the London Euston to Blackpool services. These sets will be running in shortened formations with an extra spare set kept at Crewe where it will be maintained. In fact, that's where most of the fleet will be maintained. So again, whether or not this happens, it's currently all down to, well, the Department for Transport and whether or not Network Rail can guarantee them any paths, and of course if Alliance can actually get the available rolling stock. Because their plan was originally to use 390 Pendolinos, but the time eventually ran out before they could finalise anything. So now their hope is that when Virgin Trains East Coast send off their 225s, Alliance will pick them up and then we'll be able to start doing the London to Blackpool runs. So that'll be interesting to see. Okay, 35250 is about ready to depart with the 12:35 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. So hopefully at some stage we'll be able to catch the Mount Sorrel to Carlisle North Yard movement. When that will be, I do not know. Okay, we have two services turning up here. The first one you can see there is the 1242 Virgin train service to London Euston. The second being the 1240 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. It's 350-372, and here is 390-137. Lovely. Okay, the next train to arrive is the 1242 London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe. £350-259. As 350-372 now departs with the 1240 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. And a friendly smile from the driver there, thank you kindly. Okay, it appears 391-37 is about ready to depart with the 1242 Virgin train service to London Euston. This will be running non-stop. As 350-259 is also getting ready to depart with the 1242 London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe. Excuse you. Oh, hello. There goes 390-043 with a bit of dust off to Manchester Piccadilly. This is Virgin Difference, I think that was Virgin Courier. I got that wrong. It was actually to Glasgow Central. The next train to pass by should be London to Manchester or Manchester to London. One of the two. I'll need to double check that. But yeah, I got it wrong. The Mount Sorrel to Carlisle North Yard service is still showing it passing at 12:31, which it hasn't. So, yeah. I don't quite know what's going on there, if it's being held somewhere or what have you, but there's certainly nothing that I can see that's screaming out to me that it's going to be turning up anytime soon. Okay, the next train to pass by is indeed the Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston Virgin Trains Pendolino service. It's one of the 9-car sets. £390-042. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1255 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston. Just wondering if at some stage during my day here I might catch the branded unit. It's 350-127. And the next train to pass by is a Virgin Trains Class 390 Pendolino from London Euston to Edinburgh Waverley. (390,001). Virgin Pioneer. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a very slow Virgin Pendolino from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. (390,046). Virgin Soldiers. With a very bizarre rear end. Okay, now departing is 350-127 with the 12:55 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Virgin Trains Pendolino from Glasgow Central to London Euston. (390,148) with the front end looking exceptionally scruffy, it must be said. Okay, the next train to arrive is the 1301 cross-country Super Voyager service to Exeter St David's. Lovely. Okay, get ready to depart is the 1301 cross-country Super Voyager service from Manchester Piccadilly to Exeter St David's. (221,121). As now coming in is the 1302 cross-country Voyager service to Manchester Piccadilly. (221,120). Okay, the 1302 cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly is now departing. Okay, our first freight train of the day is a Freightliner class 66. This should be going from Crewe Bass Hall to Felixstowe North. 66517. In fact, I tell a lie. I've got a sneaky suspicion that's actually off to Best Got Up Engineers. I'm not sure, but I think that's actually off there. I could be mistaken, but the Best Got Engineers train was supposed to be on this platform, and the Felixstowe train was supposed to be on the up fast line. So unless it's all been changed around, which I think it has done, so yeah, that would be the Felixstowe North train then. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1310 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. $350,239. Okay, here we have $390,005. Not too sure as to her working, I'm afraid, but I'll try and find out for you. Okay, the next train to arrive is 350,119 with the 1310 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. Sounds healthy. That 390, I couldn't tell you where it's going, it's not popping up anywhere. Okay, 35239 is now departing with the 1210 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Okay, we've got two services coming in here. The first one is a Virgin Train Super Voyager from Chester to London Euston. 2-1-109. Behind us are a pair of DB Cargo UK, DB Cargo UK Class 90s from Moss End to Daventry. With the first 90 in the company red, the second is the Malcolm liveried Class 90, which I haven't seen in a fair old while. And then I believe there's another pair of 90s coming in behind me at some stage. If you pardon while I just quickly have a quick scan. There is indeed, it's a Freightliner Class 90, it's a pair of 90s, one in Power Hall, one in grey. Not too sure where you're going. This is 90018, I believe she's actually approaching a red, so she'll come to a stop. In fact, no, she's just giving it a bit more oomph. If I back up a bit, I can see these are the 90s. Right, this is the Pride of Beshil, 90018, there's 90024. Then goes 90042 and 90046. Well, apologies I didn't give you such a good look at 90024, but I tried to catch both as best I could. Okay, those Freightliner 90s were working the Daventry to Coatbridge Freightliner service, and those DB90s were doing the Moss End to Daventry run. So yeah, we're all caught up, but still no word on that 390.005. Still don't know what she was working. I've got a sneaky suspicion it was an early running service from Glasgow to London. It was due to come through, well, it must have been about 10 or so minutes beforehand. Do you know what? I don't... Ooh. Bugger me. You know, I don't even know. I think this might even be the Glasgow service. It wouldn't surprise me. But either way, it's a Virgin Trains 221 Super Voyager service bound for London Euston. A rather scruffy looking 221118. Looks like that's going to be going via Birmingham New Street. Indeed it is. It is going via Birmingham New Street. And at the top there, from Guybridge to Stafford Salop sidings, there's a Collis Rail Tampa unit. I'm not too sure if it's going to come all the way down here, if it may just go sit pretty up there. The suspense is killing me. DR 73909 Saturn. Okay, and the next train to put in is going to be the 1326 cross-country Voyager service to Bournemouth from Manchester Piccadilly. And the next train to arrive is going to be the 1324 Virgin Trains Pendolino service to Liverpool Lime Street. It's another one of their 11-car sets. $390,107. Independence Day Resurgence. Okay, 392.107 is getting ready to depart with 1324 Virgin train service to Liverpool Lime Street. He says. Oh, there we are. Okay, now departing is the 1326 cross-country Voyager service to Bournemouth. It's 220023. And as she continues onwards, I shall conclude part 1 there. Thank you all very much for watching, it is greatly appreciated. If you've liked it today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, I do get back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. Well, considering that the fast with the freight at the start, it picked up quite nicely. Freightliner 66, 2 DB90s and 2 Freightliner 90s. So hopefully part 2 will feature a nice little mixture of freight as well. I'm hoping it shall. So I hope you can all join me for part 2. So I'm going to get myself something to consume, and then I shall be back for the final part. So until next time, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.